Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm off to a midweek meetup with the P.E.M.C motorcycle club that I've been a member of for 25 odd years, and they do these midweek turn-ups for those who are available or retired. There's usually one every couple of weeks, and I just thought it'd be useful to document it for those of you who've seen some of the trips that I've been on, and just sort of see another side of the club really. So I'm just trying out an adjustment to my helmet cam, because I noticed there's a lot more noise on the audio track of it, so I've lowered it slightly. Hopefully that will help. Plus I've taken off the Hero 6 that I normally have on there. I'll put it back on again later on and do a quick run just to check whether or not it makes any difference. So I'm just going sort of with one today, well, this morning anyway. So we're heading over, it's about an hour's ride over to a pub that the name eludes me off the top of my head, but I can put it up here on the screen. And it's a little way short of the south of Oxford. So I'm heading across to Tame now, and then across to sort of Milton Common and out that way. Right, let's get past some of these guys. I'll be here all day. So hopefully that will be a bit quieter than last time I tried it. I've only got the screen on my normal sort of touring 3/4 height rather than fully up. So this is where I would normally have it when I'm talking to camera. Anyway, I don't know how many people are going to be there. Could be half a dozen, could be a dozen. It's one of those sort of Facebook turn-ups. So we'll see what happens. Apparently the public house has been warned of our potential arrival, and it's all going to be COVID friendly. I'm going to have to open this visor, otherwise it's 21.5 degrees. It feels a lot warmer than that this morning. Lovely and sunny day. I'm able to do this Wednesday midweek one because I'm no longer on furlough. I've actually been made redundant now, so that's the second time in 2 years, which is interesting. So changes at home, as I think I may have to move home, but that's for another day. So a bit of painting and decorating going on at the moment. Just thought I'd give myself a day off, as I spent 2 solid days working on the house. Anyway, these things happen. I'm sure a lot more of you are suffering much the same as myself at the moment. So it's great to be out on the bike and have a chance to clear the head. Anyway, I'll catch up with a bit later when we get there, I think, unless I see anything interesting on the way. Okay, talk to you later. While I've been delayed here for a moment, I thought, well, we've got a quiet second or two. I thought, I've never explained really to those of you who've just perhaps popped in on this video and never seen some of my other ones. You may not know who or what the P.E.M.C is. It's a bike club that started back in the, I think it's the 80s, mid-80s, by a guy who lives not far away from me actually, in Great Missenden. And unfortunately he subsequently passed away, but being of the time, he came up with the idea of a bike club, and he called it Professional and Executive Motorcycle Club, which is a little pretentious in today's world, but we've kept the P.E.M.C is what we really sort of promote. But certainly when hotels, European hotels, etc., do a Google search for the club, we don't think Professional Executive Club really does any harm, because they know it's not a load of axe-bearing motorcyclists coming to stay for the weekend. So the club, yeah, so it's a UK-wide club, although quite a few members have subsequently moved back to their home countries or have moved abroad for work purposes, so some people fly in for trips occasionally, but the majority of people, probably 95%, 99% probably, are UK residents. And right the way across from the south right up to Scotland, we've even got quite a contingent of early members who still ride with us, and they're based in the Isle of Man, Jersey, locations like that. So it's you don't have to be a doctor or a dentist or something like that. It's really all sorts. It's all about whether you enjoy your biking, talking about your biking, sharing your biking knowledge, and enjoy UK weekends away, weekday meetups like this. I mainly joined, and my primary interest is for the European tours each year. If I'm not running my own or organising my own trip, then I'll have a look through the upcoming events, which you can find online at PEMC.co.uk. And the membership is only £25 a year, and you get a monthly update with a sort of PDF document of future trips, past trip reports, other local news and idiotic things going on. But there's no real hierarchy. You've got to have a chairman, you know, an events secretary, and there's one or two titles that there has to be to keep the whole thing moving in the right direction. But basically it's a club for club members, so it's the club members who take up these positions, and they change each couple of years. Watch what you're doing, Paul, concentrate. Yeah, so the chairman changes every couple of years along with the other officers. In fact, our new chairman, a guy called Brian Welch, should be attending this meeting, as he only lives down in Swindon, and I met him a few years ago when I went on the Greece and North Macedonia trip, and we've subsequently been to Corsica and Sardinia together amongst a larger group, and other locations. So sorry, I have to crack this open a little bit for some fresh air. So as I may have said, you know, European trips, there may be 10, 16, 20, 25 people. There's usually a maximum number allotted by the organiser, whoever that is, and it's up to the members. You know, if they've got an idea for a trip and they want to put one together and organise it, then they come forward to the chairman and speak to him or her, and it will then go in the events calendar, and booking for it will be set with an opening date and a closing date. So the organiser, just bear with me a second. The organiser usually just books the hotels with evening meal, and breakfasts included. Sometimes there's a if there's a ferry across it might be included in the price, or you usually got to organise that bit yourself, which is no real hardship. So the main advantage is for those people who don't or can't be bothered with sort of planning and routing and all the rest of it, all the hotels for a trip will be sorted out for you. You just pay your deposit, an interim payment, and then the final payment is usually about 6 weeks before the event kicks off. You rock up and off you go. And if you know buddies in the club already, But obviously you can buddy up and ride with them, ride it on your own if you prefer. It's not a guided tour where you'll follow one behind the other, although small groups do formulate. I prefer to ride just with sort of 2, 3 or 4 maximum really, otherwise it can get a bit too strung out. And it's important obviously to ride with people that you trust and sort of know how they ride, and most importantly the pace that they like is in fitting with what you like. Otherwise it can be a bit of a chore if you've got people who are massively faster than you or massively slower than you. Anyway, that's a little bit about the background. If I think of something else I'll let you know, but the clubs, you know, we seem to get good discounts for booking large groups at hotel, which really sort of results in the cost of these overseas trips being very good value. So that's it for now. I'll crack on. We're just about heading up towards Tame. That's all I can think of for the moment. Catch up with you soon. Right, so that was a nice lunch there, all very well organised. Quite a big contingent turned out there. It's come up to 2 o'clock, and Brian, the current chairman, and myself just heading up to Withington in northern Oxfordshire. Actually he's in Gloucestershire, I think, effectively, as he wants to just check out another potential Wednesday meetup location, and it's a good reason for a ride out, isn't it? So we're stuck on a very busy A40 here from Oxford behind us, heading up to Whitney. Anyway, so that's it really. That's the meetup there. It's a chance to have a lunch with new and past friends and talk about what's been going on in our lives. So I just had a little coffee in Withington, Gloucestershire, and following Brian back to the Burford area before he dives down to Swindon. Now I've got to make my way home. I just thought I'd try out this mic again on the slower roads just to see what the quality is. Let me shut, that's with the visor shut. It's a real windy back road here. They're back to sort of Burford area. Well, it's back to Bybury, I think it comes out. Flipping heck, it's a bit rough down here. Gravel and shit everywhere. So hopefully if you're interested in joining, give it a try, or give me a buzz and I can take you along as a guest to a meeting or something like that, or a meet-up, just to give you a flavour of it before you put your £25 down. Just DM me and let me know. Well, I hope that's a bit of interest to some of you looking for perhaps a motorcycle club, meet new friends, take your partners as well. I forgot to say earlier that, you know, amongst the trips, you know, there's quite a lot who have partners who ride, or their partners ride pillion. So there's a good mix of male and female throughout the group. So get in touch, have a chat with the membership secretary or myself, and hopefully you'll enjoy some great trips abroad or in the UK. Okay, I think I've probably explained everything there. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up in the usual way, and don't forget, if you're looking for a routing software such as my Route app that I use, then there's a 20% discount code, the 1 year gold or the lifetime gold membership, and the code's on my website, but it's MRA, as in my Route app, PJY motorcycling. Just put that in and you'll get a 20% discount. Okay, all the best, and catch up next time. Cheers now.